These are different from the SmartBoards that are currently in the system in two different ways. The older boards were 2 layers, and in between the 2 layers was the whole interactive part with the touch. These boards, this is really just a metal board, and the projection is done with 4 cameras, and the cameras are all in the corners. All right, so it's not as much of a touch as the older ones were. I can kind of hover around here, and it will still look like I won't actually be touching. I'm not touching it right now, but because I'm so close, the cameras are picking that up, and they're thinking that I'm writing. These boards are also available, I'm going to say, to write on with dry erase markers. So when it's completely shut down, it's just the white board. You can use dry erase markers on them. We tend to discourage that because with any whiteboard, once you start using it a lot, you get the ghosting. You're going to get the same thing on here. No matter how good you are about cleaning it or anything else, there's just a wear and tear issue. To clean these, and if you are having kids come up and be interactive with them, and I'm looking more at the APS teachers because I'm thinking lots of runny noses, lots of wiping, and they're using their hands. It really is, you know, with the pens, the eraser, it's another thing to think about disinfecting. You can use Windex or a soft cloth, a disinfectant wipe. Just make sure anything you use isn't dripping wet because there are those cameras. And you really, you can't have the moisture around them. You don't want the moisture running into the pen tray. All right, so anything you use has to be damp, not wringing wet. The other suggestion we're talking about as far as the physical aspect of the board is powering down every night. Everybody knows the initiative we have to power down within the whole school community. They're separate places. The board is separate from the projector, so your board to shut down is with your power button, and your projector will have a remote to power down as well. All right, during the school day, when you're using it off and on, it will just go into a standby mode, and of course that uses less electricity, less power, so you should be okay with that. Questions? These are pretty tough boards. I know the very first orientation I did, teachers were very concerned about, you know, should the kids be touching and all that. There are actually files out there that teachers have kids throw koosh balls at the board in order to get them to be interactive with it. They are pretty sturdy. I would never recommend in any classroom ever to be throwing koosh balls around. I'm not sure why anybody created that, but they are very sturdy. You know, you don't have to treat them with complete kid gloves. And I'm looking at you guys more because I know the chaos that can happen with kids running around.